because sometimes you really, like I say, go, guys. So they told me, listen, you can't go anyway, because at this point you have to stay here. Like, you have to stay. You're not even supposed to be in this country. Yo. That time, andisalili. I-flight ingishiyile ngapha ndiyastressa.
Big energy. When I come through, big energy. Dark shades on, no they see enemy. I bet that you heard of me. I know they form gangster, only big energy.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Nikita Nombita, and I also go by the name of Nikita Keys, which is my stage name. But if you are a regular degular, thank you for coming back. Yes, this is another video. This is going to be a get ready with me / story time. So yeah, on this particular video, I'm going to be sharing my experience with traveling in general. So I'm just gonna get into it. Also, I feel like the first video was a bit of a mess. It was so long. My story time was just like all over the place. So this is me trying to redeem myself. Also, my makeup was just like, girl, you know. So I'm not used to talking and doing my makeup. But I think the more we do this, the more we get the hang of it. So we'll get it better as we keep on going with it. So yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup. I hope it's not gonna be a mess this time around. And the story time is not gonna be like all over the place, you know. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so guys, for those of you who don't know, but yeah, if you've been following me, you do know that I've been working overseas as a professional singer. I think this is my 5th year working overseas as a singer, right? So when you're doing this particular job, you get to experience people in different levels. First, because you are in a foreign country, you are the foreigner, you know, foreign language, and also you are most likely going to stay with a lot of different people, like different cultures and stuff. So you get to experience people in different levels in that sense. Unlike just being in your hood with people that you are familiar with, speaking the same language, you know. And honestly, it's been a nice experience. I feel like working as a professional singer overseas has been my biggest dream and my biggest highlight of my life. Because I mean, I was like, if I'm gonna have an opportunity to do what I love to do and explore the world doing it, and also getting paid for it so I could feed my family, for me that was just like, wow, like it's such a blessing. So my experiences over the years have been different based on each company, and also based on the people I've been staying with, because you get to experience people really in a difficult way, man. Like in a difficult way, but also in a good way, because people have come from different backgrounds. So imagine staying with different people, like more than 10 people in one house, not in one house, but like in one complex, or maybe around your space. These people are all strangers, but also they're the only thing that's closest to family, you know. So sometimes you are literally forced to make relationships with these people because you work with them, you know. You stay with them and you work with them, so it kind of makes things hard in a way. Because imagine if we argue at home and then later on we have to go on stage and perform together. It's a bit of a tricky situation because some people can't get over things that quick, so it makes your job a bit harder than it would be if you guys would be getting along. Another experience would be people, they would be toxic, man. Abanye abantu bayahleba, yabo, abanye abantu bathanda uchuku, yabo. So ufike mhlambe like kulo ndawo enihlala kuyo akukho mandi because of a particular person or a particular people who just like drama or just nje, yabo. And also the fact that, like, for me, it has taught me to, because I've always been a loner, but not like in a lonely way. But what I mean is, I've always been with my mom, so it's always been me and my mom. So I'm the only child when it comes to my mom's side, but with my dad's side, there's 5 of us, actually 6 of us. Yeah, including my stepsister. 6 of us, including my stepsister. Yeah. So that I've never really had an experience to actually be around people like 24/7. Get what I mean? Like, stay with people for that long, like so much people. So sometimes I get overwhelmed because I'm not used to that. So I try to adapt to certain environments because I'm not used to it. You know, it's kind of an awkward situation for me. So abanye abantu, they're so used to having like big families and stuff. So for them, it's just like, you know, it's just like, I don't know, I'm used to it. And honestly, I feel like that's one of the nicest experiences I've had, because I get to experience people like in my own personal space, and I get to see myself and know myself as a human being around other people in my space, in my personal space. You understand? If you grew up with, just because even my mom is like me. Like, we've always been together like half of our lives, literally. Not even half of our lives, like 80% of our lives, it's always just been me and my mom. So if my mom is in her room, I'm always in my room. We only meet maybe for dinner, supper, for just like those couple of hours, and then after that, she's back in her room, I'm back in my room. Sometimes she would even say, Nikita, why don't you go to your friends, you know? So I think I relate a lot with my mom, you know? So what I'm trying to say is, having to be away from my family and my comfort like space, I get to experience myself as a human being around other people, and I get to see other people, you know, like experience other people. So it has been very, very difficult, especially when it comes to certain characters, because your people are so different, you know. So that on its own makes life overseas a bit hard if you're finding it hard to adapt. But also it can also be fun, because you can meet people that are really, really nice, like people that you want to keep forever, because there are people which I'm still in contact with that I'm no longer working with, which I honestly felt like, oh, these are genuine people, I want to keep you in my life, you know, type of vibe. So yeah, man, it's that. And when it comes to Turkey, when I went to Turkey, okay, before I went to Turkey, I actually was working for, I think 2 different companies before I went to Turkey. And the reason why I keep on mentioning Turkey so much is because my experience with Turkey was totally different. Like, it was totally different because it is a space where I got to realize a lot of myself, you know, because with the other companies, I was more in a I was more in a isolated environment because I was staying with a few people. But with Turkey, it was a lot of people. I think there was like a lot of people, like maybe 24 or even more, that I didn't know of. But in the same complex or apartment, there was like 24 people staying in the same place, but obviously not in the same rooms, you know. But in the building, we even named it the Big Brother's house, because that's how the vibes that it would give Big Brother. So obviously, if you watch Big Brother, you would know, Kesan. You would know how the environment can get when strangers come together in one place. It's either it's fun or it's toxic. You know, there are times where people just get along and but I think in general, people are gonna clash, you know, one way or the other. But it just depends on how often, because sometimes clashing with certain people all the time, it just basically means that you are the problem. If you're gonna have a problem with everyone all the time, like you are the problem, then you need to reevaluate yourself. But also sometimes it's them, you know, it's like an inner eta type of situation. So that was what I'm saying. I got to realize myself as a human being around other people, because I was exposed to a lot of people. And yeah, guys, another thing, like, hey, guys, but what I'm trying to say is that each experience is different for everyone. Because I'm gonna say this, and then another person, probably who've worked with the same companies I've worked with, is gonna say something different, because I'm at my levels, guys, you know? Yeah, I'm at my levels the way. And E-levels, kesana zidetermine ngezinto ezingafani. Well, it can be determined by ilanoza, your experience, and it can be determined ukuthi what do you do, what do you offer, like we asset njani to the company, yabo? Because there's other people who do extra work, and then there's other people who don't do much for the company. So get depend on that. And also one thing I've realized, guys, you are going to experience, oh, my piercing, I need to fix my piercing because I'm thinking Woody probably looks like a snot right now. Okay, so get depend on, guys. But one thing I've also realized, sometimes kuba khona la element of biasness. Be biased about you can't do this because you're like this, you can't do this because you're like this, so you need to adapt, you need to learn to adapt like 90% of the time, because you're not also right, right as a person. But also I feel like for me it's important to just be with people who like people who can relate to me more than me trying to like trying to fit in with other people, because I feel like, because I'm a very spiritual person, so my face doesn't lie, like my energies, they don't lie. I cannot really control how I feel, because I'm a very spiritual person. So they around spaces which I feel like they give it a good aura, you understand, than to try and adjust it so that they fit in an environment where I feel like actually this is not for me, and yeah, I'm out. I'm that type of person. So you go to experience different things with different companies and different people. But the nice thing about it is the fact that you get to do what you love, you get to meet people, you get to create connections, like networking. Like, yeah, if you want to grow yourself as a brand, you get an opportunity to do that because you meet people with different levels, different qualifications. People have studied. They have studied what I'm doing. I'm just fortunate because the grace of God is upon me, because I never studied music, but because God is always God. No, you were supposed to, because sometimes ezinye izinto kuthiwa asiqualify for zona, but uthixo athi uzongena, so for me it's always been that, because the people around me have studied music, have went for training, now I did personal training most of the time because I never went for vocal but because I had the passion in me, I was like so driven to actually learn how to sing and do the right thing, you get. So ibanjalo bandase, ibanjalo. But also, like, I really don't want to say ukuthi andifuna uthetha izinto ezimbi that ezindehleleyo, because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to close opportunities for other people. But if you are interested in doing what I want to do, then you are more than welcome to come and ask me, Nikita, I saw this, do you know anything about it, and what do you suggest, and stuff like that. That's okay. That's why I don't want to be precise about certain things, because maybe it could have been me, could have been me, or Mikey, okanye, you understand? So I don't want to stick on the bad side of things, but yeah, I just want to keep it on a good note. We are not trying to be sad here. We are trying to keep the good spirits. So if you do find a company that you want to work with and you maybe think that I might have information on, then you're more than welcome to just DM or whatever the case may be. Like, try and reach out, and yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll just give you the in and outs of what I know. But obviously, if Andiazindo, I'm not gonna say I know when I don't. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be straightforward. It's okay. I don't know this particular one, but because there are people, even my friends that I know that I've been singing with, that do that have asked me about companies, like they would ask me to plug them with companies that I know, and I would. I mean, especially if like there's auditions, So yeah, that's what happens, guys. And if you're probably asking yourself what happens, you audition for these type of jobs. You audition, they usually have like pages, Instagram, Facebook, emails. You audition, send through your clips, or if they're having physical auditions, then they are going to show up with the dates and the venues where people are actually supposed to go for elanders, auditions. So you audition, and then after you audition, then they someone decide who's okay. Are you gonna be able to sing for the company based on what they see you as an asset? Then if yes, then you are good to go. Sometimes some people don't even audition now because they have so much experience to a point whereby they get referrals. Like if you dalutula, then uzofumana referral. Ubana okay. Uzofumana referral man. Yo referral. I-referral. Uzofumana referral. Yobana okay. Uzocula. From other people, but okay, like first I'll make an example. Like him now, okay, but okay, there's someone that I know and they're very good at what they do. And then the company can reach out or whatever the case may be. So yeah. But it's important to also like just keep on practicing on your own, because guys, I remember the first year I started singing, because you sing every day of your life, like 365. Obviously you get off days. I'm just kidding. You get off days during the week or whenever. You get off days where you can rest. But even if you are not used to singing, then you are most likely gonna get tired. Like your vocal, your muscles are gonna get tired. You're gonna feel strained. I remember when I started singing, I used to feel a lot of pain around here, only to find that I was singing very wrong. I was singing very wrong. But I figured it out, okay, vocal coach, because you get a vocal coaches, they want people who are more established, people with experience. So awuzofumana i-vocal coaching engako, but kwezinye ke uyayifumana ke i-vocal coaching, and then ube ngulo mntu ke sam oculayo, And into yase-airport, guys, when I said to you guys that I was arrested, I wasn't really arrested, but I was held captive, because what happened was my visa was overdue. Like my visa had already expired, and it wasn't my fault. I mean to say, it wasn't my fault. Your fault, and right, because I was leaving, going home, your fault, and I wasn't even aware up until to that point. So when I got there, okay, fine, we go to pay, because you're supposed to pay a fine. Yobana okay, ubhatala le nto uba ivisa yakho expired, So fine, we go there, and then when we get there, we try and pay. Ansithi wike nalo mntwana namba naye, so silendoze sibhatale fine. Xa ke ngoku ibithatha ixesha, and i-flight esasiyikhwelile yasideleyisa, So when we get there, sadelaya, guys, to a point whereby i-flight yasishiya. And mind you, this airport, I can't go back because I've already taken the first flight. I was supposed to take 3 flights, if not 2. Yes, I was supposed to take 2 flights. So okay, andikwazi ujika because sendiyithathile iflight yokuqala, so kwanyanzeleka uba ndihlale airport ke sana. And ke ngoku now the company is like, okay Nikita, you need to move so that you can go to Elenderzen a hotel, so that you can sleep there. But the police, the security there, they couldn't let me leave because I was basically deported from the country. So they told me, listen, you can't go anywhere because at this point you have to stay here. Like you have to stay. You're not even supposed to be in this country. Yeah. That time andisalili iflight indishiyile ngapha ndiyastressa, yabo. Ndiyastressa ubana he izawuthina le nto, yabo. And then kwanyanzeleka ukuba ndibhukhe enye iflight ke sana. So ndise-airport all alone, crying, frustrated. That's when I went live on Facebook. Actually, when I went live on Facebook, I was already calm about the situation. But before that, ndingasalili ndi-frustrated ngoba ndizawuthini inkosi yam ushiyeka iflight ndilapha ndibe ndifuna ugoduka, yabona. So the security there, the police there, they told me I'm not allowed to go anywhere because I'm not even supposed to be in the country because I've been deported. Basically, I'm held captive in that particular space. So I find, okay, you know what? If it means I have to use my last savings to book a flight here, then I'm going to, because in the because I mean, the people, like you get to experience izinto ngendlela ezifana, yabo. And I was very exhausted. Because the environment wasn't allowing into bana be comfortable as a person, yabo. So so I was very frustrated when the flight left me. And then when they told me I couldn't go anywhere because I'm not even supposed to be in their country, I'm supposed to stay wherever I'm supposed to stay. Okay, fine, man, fine. Good desk, client desk. What okay, ticket, you have to pay for a new ticket. You know what? It means you know, because also imali as a take, I didn't even know about a taking that they use a Turkish lira up until that time when I was there. Yeah, well, guys, and people have this tendency. Okay, let me not jump talk. Fine. I didn't finish each other, but for now, let me just try and finish the story. Yeah, well, guys, and then I got calm. And fortunately, ticket lamb was the same time. Unfortunately, you would think I'm crazy, but it was the same time as the previous one that had left me. So it was 1 a.m. in the morning. So basically, it was 2 a.m. ticket 2 a.m. Actually, it was not even 2 a.m. I think it was like maybe. Yes, in the airport, it wasn't even 2 a.m. their processor, because in the airport you should be at the boarding gate like 30 minutes before your flight yakho. So flight yavalwa ndingaphandle mna, and I could see it was still there, you know, yavalwa flight, and I could see this is the flight that I'm supposed to be going with, but you can't go in. Yo, I was crying my eyes out because I could still see if light, but obviously the protocol each indobanage once ufike xesha elithile, then funeke ivalwe iflight, yabo, ivalwe, and then iqaliswe ke ukudunyiswe ithintini before you fly. Yo, I was so depressed at that moment. I was so depressed. And then ticket. I think it was like 15 minutes later. Iflight yabisekhona ke sana pha kulanda yakhona. Yabisekhona iflight, but I couldn't get in. And then ndayibhatala nyani imali, yabo. And I was so fortunate in terms of it. Flight is because njengoba kwakuthiwa ndibanjiwe uba mandingayi ndawo, loo nto leyo yayithetha into yobana funeke ndihlale phaa airport up until I leave the country. Yabo? So if kwakwenzeka into yobana mhlawumbi flight yami ibe 2 days later, then kwakunyanzela into yobana ndihlale airport for lo 2 days. Because it's more like ndilibanjwa eligadiweyo into yobana mandingabaleki okanye ndingabikho, like, because I was already illegal in the country, yabo, based on visa yam because I say expired, yabo. So ke yiloo nto ke sandaba ndiqoba osentanaze sendibulela le nto uba iflight yam ingoku ngexesha eli-1, but also it meant into yobana I had to be there for like 24 hours, because remember andithi kaloku befama ndihamba ngo-1 o'clock ekuseni kuzeni kokusa. So xa itikiti lam liye the same time, then we would mean into yobana kuzobethu 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 ekuseni, phinde futhi kuthi 11 12 ihambe imini yonke. So ndingahlambanga ke guys, if niyazibuza uba ndahlamba phi, ndandileli phaa e-airport, bana ntshona ixesha ndincokola, yabo, ndathenga intotya phaa e-airport because ndandizothini guys, ndathenga intotya phaa, ndandizonyatya. Even nofika kwam eSouth Africa ndandikuba ndidinwe umzimba awuvumi sana, and andikho fresh kaloku because akhandihlambi kwabe ndilele e-airport phantsi kwezitulo kanje. Yho, ndilele phantsi kwezitulo e-airport for 24 hours andihlambanga, koko bendinxibe ii-tracksuit endandizinxibile. Ndafika eSouth Africa kwangathi ndigxothiwe sana apha. But I was so thrilled. I was so happy that I'm back home. Yabo? So as a zinto guys, you get to experience them uwedwa. Yabo? So yile nto abantu babane anxiety xa kuthethwa ngento yobana mabatravelishe, because I know a brother of mine. Yabona ke iglue ke lena. So guys, this is iglue. Khona iglue engcoso yile nto. It was a foundation, so I normally just use a bit of the eyeliner to make it black again. But anyway, you don't know about anxiety because other people, they're really really scared of such things, but and then it's not what they promised. Fortunately, I've never experienced it's not what they promised, but obviously zikhona ezinye izinto qomba yiwa akhandilindelekele efana nendawo yokuhlala, yabo. Sometimes you would think that uzohlala wedwa, yabo, endaweni, like have your own room and stuff, like, or even have your own apartment, but ufikelele mhlawumbi endaweni uba funeke ngokusharile nomntu, yabo. And loo nto leyo ibambi, especially ibi experience emandi, and personally mna andiyithandi because sibadala guys, sibadala, and ke ngoku awuzukwazi uhlala nomntu omdala naye erumini, you understand? Because eyaserumini, like, what if ndifuna uncokola iingxaki zam with my friends, funeka ndihambe ndithethele etoilet? What if ndifuna uthetha iindaba zasendlini zasekhaya with my mom, on the phone, in the comfort of my own bed? I can't do that because there's someone in the house. Yeah, like awuna privacy, so you get to experience izinto ezinjalo. Okay guys, I think I'm done with my face, guys. I just need to put eyelashes. I just need to put in, what's this thing? I will check the time. Huh? I just need to blend and put in eyeliner. What do you call this? A powder. Yabo. So sometimes ufikela kwizinto ezinjalo ukuqomba lo uqhele uhlala wedwa. Let's say umdala utshatile, unomfazi nabantwana, unomyeni unabantwana, yabo, and then ufikelele endaweni and now you have to share a room with a particular human being because nibekwe kule ndawo. Yabo. So ayikho mandi lonto. Ayikho mandi lonto, guys. And also xa ungumntu that doesn't really like, okay, especially when it comes to personal space, like room yakho, yabo. But then uphume ngelo xesha because ufuna uyodibana nabantu, yabo, because sometimes you really like siyagowa, guys. Siyagowa. singabantu yabo, and sometimes you just need a personal space for uba uzimamele wena yabona, uzimamele ucinga iingxaki zakho. So ke ngoku awukwazi uyifumana leyo chance because kaloku there's a particular person in your space yabo, and ke ngoku akho nto nizawuyenza because this is what you've signed up to, not necessarily what you've signed up to, but laa nto uba ikhampani izokuofarisha loo nto and ke ngoku akho nto ozoyenza ngaloo yabo because ulapha yabo. So sometimes ufike udibana nee-situations ongazithandiyo yabo, but ukuqonda uba akho nto ozoyenza because so lapha yabo, akho nto ozoyenza ngoba sowulapha and funeke uzibone uba uthini. Figure out what you're gonna do. So you really need to have like a strong personality to deal with a lot of things yabo. And also prayer, guys. Mnake ndisoloko ndithemba uThixo, because I remember the first time I left South Africa, abantu babesithi, especially my family, were like, hey ba awuyika ba uzothathwa uzokidnappa. Ndina hey uThixo nguThixo onikeze le opportunity, so uzawuphinda ndibuyise if kwenzeka something. But fortunately ndandiyele le nto ndandiyele yabo, it wasn't so kwangeyiyo enye into other than le nto ndandiyele. So I've never had an experience whereby ndifike into kuthiwa akiyo, like for instance like ukuba ndensweet drugs or anything like that, you know. So if you are interested in working overseas, you really need to do your research because there are companies who are really throwing in false information for people to come through, but then so if you like do your research as much as you can, especially if you're going over abroad, guys, like it can be rough. Imagine we end away uzixelela uba uyosebenza only to realize into yobana uzofika ufakwe kwizinto obungakhange uzicinge ukuba uzawufakwa kuzo yebo. So also nalaa nto yobana nendlela obhatalwa yabo, because most of us that come this side size into yobana okay, we could hustle for ourselves, our future generations, nje for our families. Siyazi uba xa sigoduka sinemali yabo, as much as it's something that you like doing, enyanisweni usizele uzosebenza apha yabo, because ekugqibeleni abanye abantu babanefomo, guys, bathi fomo, but like uyukhumbule ekhaya so much. Like there are times when yonke ndifuna ugoduka but andikwazi because I've already signed a contract yabo. So whatever decision you make, you need to make sure into yobana usure ngayo yabo, awuzuzifaka entweni le nekubhathe izinto kwethuba yabo. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. I feel like this video is going long, and I didn't intend for it to go long, to be too long, but I really do hope that you guys enjoyed the story time and watching me do my makeup. I am gonna finish it. I am gonna finish everything, you know, because I still need to put on a setting spray and, you know, just blend out some parts of my face. This is the one I want. Yeah, this is the one. So yeah, guys, if you want any information whatsoever, you can ask and then DM me. Also, guys, please do follow me on TikTok at Nikita Keys Official. Also on my Instagram, do the most, show your girl some love, you know. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is already love, the fact that you are watching, especially if you watched up until here. Please just type keys if you've watched up until here. Type a keys on the comment section so that in the and okay, yabona lower Sarah, you're real deal, my boy. Not that it means anything, guys. I just wanna see Uguchi. And if you do love the content, then I'm going to bring more content. But yeah, guys, I'm going to put on my setting spray later because I didn't bring it here to my station. As you can see, guys, I'm shooting in the kitchen because the lighting is great, but I hope I don't look crazy, guys. But anyway, guys, yeah, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video and you will like, comment, and share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you so much for joining me once again. We'll call it a day and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.